Hey everyone, this is Chaotic Teal, and welcome back to Sonic Frontiers. Last time we explored Ares Island a bit more and did some fishing. This time, we're playing on an off day because my Sonic hyperfixation has not faded, and we're gonna keep wandering around Ares Island because there's still quite a bit to do. So it's been a little bit. I've been just working to adapt to the semester, to admittedly mixed effect. And I've just been tired. I don't think I intend to change direction there, but that's fine. Yeah, I've been tired. I've been struggling to balance the taking care of myself with the doing school stuff and doing work stuff. I'm not very good at taking care of myself, if that's not clear. Oh, we didn't see what the song we just collected was. That's unusual. But I'm working on it. I'm finished with homework for one of my classes. Oh, okay, I get it. Sure. There we go. Finish homework for one of my classes for the week, which, you know, ends tomorrow, technically. And I've just got a paper to write tomorrow, and I'll be... Does this hurt? No. I'll be on track. And hopefully able to stream at a bit more of a regular schedule again. I know I keep saying that. I continue to overestimate my capacity to get my crap together. And I promise that I have not, like, lost interest in doing Mario RPG. I just think that it's best to... Keeping a schedule is great. That is a good thing. But it's also important to... For this kind of thing, do what I want to do. And if right now that means playing Sonic Frontiers despite the fact that it's supposed to be a Mario RPG day, then I'm gonna do that. Right, okay. Let's go back to Fishing Island. And Let's go back to Fishing Island a little better. Because there was... This way wants us to go... Can we come through here? I have no memory of this place. Oh, yes I do. Okay. Okay. This is Fishing Island, but we didn't go this way. I don't think. Did we? We might have. Okay, this is looking more familiar. Yeah, we definitely did this. Oh well. Sometimes we do things again. Sometimes it doesn't really get us anywhere. But now we know. Okay, that did not get me nearly the height that I wanted it to. Oh yeah, the topic came up last time of any Sonic games that I wanted to play or replay after Frontiers. And while it's not really after Frontiers, I have since finished at least the main mode in Mania and played Sonic Forces. And of all of the 3D Sonic games, Sonic Forces sure is one of them. I'm glad that I got Sonic Forces on sale for $10 instead of paying like $40 when it came out. Hello. Sorry, I had not pulled up chat yet. Gameplay-wise, Forces is fine, but I'm not a fan of the structure or level design, and I think they made some really poor choices with characterization and story. I mean, as much as I love that Silver technically gets to do something in a Sonic game after 06, that is one character doing one thing, and who boy are there other characters who may or may not be doing other things. I don't know what the statute of limitations is on spoilers for Sonic Forces, but the game made some choices. So anyway, I really like Sonic Frontiers. I mean, Sonic Mania is good. While I am starting to appreciate the 2D games more, now that I'm actually giving them the time to figure them out at all. I still prefer the 3D Sonic games. Oh, we get another Sky Sanctuary level. I think I remember this one. This might have been one of the last ones that I did in my personal playthrough. Which, again, I did not complete because Pokemon came out. Ooh, whoa, what? Okay, good. I did remember how to do the Lightspeed Dash in this game. Gotten almost all of the red rings, which is good. I'm not particularly going for speed this time around. Yeah, I'm gonna need to be a lot faster. I mean, the closest thing that I could equate to Paper Mario plus Sonic would be a Sonic RPG, and unfortunately, they've never made one of those. They certainly didn't work with a predominant RPG developer to make one of the most baffling games of all time. Okay, cool. Yeah, going through that quickly. Okay, before the Coke, how much water have you had? Because hydration is important. And Coke is not particularly hydrating. Don't make me get out the water gun mode. At least 2 water. Okay. That is not an obscenely little amount of water. I love how the Chaos Emerald look in this game. In addition to playing through Forces and Mania in the last couple of weeks, I've been watching a playthrough of Sonic Unleashed, but specifically the PS2 version. Which is kind of funny, because I've played Sonic Unleashed, but only the Wii version. Because I didn't have any non-Nintendo console until I finished high school. Okay, one thing at a time. Ah. Okay, that's not bad. And so Yeah, I didn't actually have... I got a PS3, like, right at the end of high school, I want to say. I think that was either during or shortly after my senior year. And I didn't get a PS4 until the pandemic. Ah, it is Blood Moon time. And by Blood Moon, I mean meteor shower. Because... yeah. Words, brain. Right, Sonic Unleashed. Because I didn't have a non-Nintendo console, I played the Wii version of Sonic Unleashed, which sure is a way to play Sonic Unleashed. Oh yes, okay. For context, they developed... Sonic Unleashed was the first mainline Sonic game to come out after 06. And they developed it with the specifications in mind for, you know, the hardware that was cutting edge at the time. But they didn't want to not develop a version for the Wii, but there was no way they were getting the PS3 and 360 version to work on the Wii. I mean, that's half the reason that Sonic and the Secret Rings exists, because they couldn't get 06 working on the Wii, which, you know, is indirectly part of why the 06 just is what it is, because they split the team so they could get Secret Rings out for the launch of the Wii. There we go. But because of that, they made a completely separate version of Unleashed. Same general story beats and all of that. But different levels, generally even the same mechanics, just executed differently. And in the case of the Wii, some of the Werehog stuff was motion controlled. Like, left hand Wii Remote, right hand nunchuck, or whatever. Probably reversed, because that would be left-handed. They then released the Wii version on PS2. Partly because the PS2 was still doing well at the time. I mean, they didn't stop producing PS2s until, I want to say, 2011, 2012. which is just wild to think about. But that meant the PS2 got a lesser version of the game that was directly based on a version that heavily featured motion controls. On a system that naturally did not support motion controls. It's a PlayStation 2. I'm not sure that I intended half of that, but I'm okay with it. Okay, let's make sure I'm actually doing anything that's even vaguely relevant. Okay. That's up there. We can probably get to it by going this way. And despite criticism of the Wii as basically being a PS2 from a graphics processing standpoint, it does have slightly better optimization and capacity on discs and stuff. So the music and the sound effects and all of that carried over just fine on the Wii. Oh boy, are they crunchy on the PS2. And to compensate for not having a hub world, they basically just made the Wii and PS2 version... Oh, sweet, that was a special little guy. They made the Wii and PS2 version into a visual novel outside of main gameplay. Decisions were made with this version of Unleashed. To, frankly, a comical degree. I think the saddest thing about 06 is the amount of potential the game actually has. I mean, Sonic's component of the story would be dubious at best, even in a well-designed game. But the gameplay that is functional in Where Am I? The gameplay that is functional in 06 is actually pretty good. I mean, it gets distracted with more things than it needs to, but people enjoy hating on 06, and a lot of it is warranted. Don't get me wrong, I would not call Sonic 06 a good game. But I think people get so wrapped up in bashing the game for what it isn't that they miss what it is. And I've been watching some character study videos. Again, hyperfixation. I've been watching some character study videos that went into the writing as it pertains to Shadow and Silver. They're both extremely well written in 06. Silver is driven by this idealistic optimism despite not really having any reason to have hope. He never let, and by the end of the story, Silver has developed this level of confidence that he does not have anywhere else in the series. To the point that he's the one that motivates actually reviving Sonic and doing anything about the broken state of things in the last story. And Shadow, meanwhile, coming off of character development from really a complete arc through Adventure 2, Heroes, and his own game, where so much of Shadow's character was defined by not knowing who he was. In 06, he is completely sure of himself and firm in his ideals. And it's just... it's a shame that the games and characters get a bad rep because of where they've been at their worst. Because the character writing in this series, at its best, is extremely good. I would also say that every character has had flawed writing. No character has been written 100% consistently and 100% well across every instance that they've appeared. But when they hit that sweet spot of well-written, they're great characters. Anyway, I will not apologize for enjoying this series to an extent that is slightly more than... okay, well, that wasn't the one. Is there something over here that can launch me? Anything on these big old pointy things? Nope, just some Cocos. Ah, there we go. But all of that said, 06 as as a product as it was released is kind of a travesty. I will not deny that. I don't think that it is worthy of including in any list of the worst games in general. I mean, I'm inclined not to give the title of bad game to any game which is functional and not actively harmful. I think at worst what we get are... well, at worst what we get are extremely capital-driven projects that are just trying to make a quick buck. Or we get games that tackle complex issues in extremely poor ways. There's been plenty of those. But yeah, maybe it's the Sonic apologist in me, but 06 does not factor in on any list that I could present of worst games ever. Oh, I just realized something. I might have forgotten to switch over the Ethernet cable, which would be why my stream settings are freaking out a little bit. So let me double check that. I sure didn't switch that over. So, it's likely going to be a blip, but then we should hopefully have something more stable. Phone switches over. There we go. Okay. I think we are back and should be more stable now. Oh yeah, another thing that has happened since I last streamed. They announced a re-release of Sonic Generations. Oops. With the addition of a completely new campaign featuring Shadow. I say re-release because it doesn't look like Sonic Generations has changed at all. But I am looking forward to that.
You, again. Do not interfere with my work.
I don't even know what work I'm interfering with. Look, just take a second to tell me who you are, what's going on, and why you look like you want to smite me on the spot.
That is irrelevant. Knowing, not knowing. It will change nothing. There is nothing you can do.
I completely lost my train of thought. Also, it appears that the shark has despawned. Unfortunately, since we just got that meteor shower, I have no idea if we bought that one already. That's there, so Elder Coco is over this way. I don't want to deal with you, umbrella creature. There you are. Got several steps of boost gauge. And our ring capacity is lower than our speed, so let's raise that. We don't have the super boost anymore. Yeah, we do. Okay, that's definitely... Appear to be being shot at. Rude. Anyway. Not sure what we have going on there. Okay. No, we just did that. And that did not send us in the right direction. There we go. In most cases, I don't want to deal with you. In most cases, there's more than one way to collect an item. But I like trying to figure out where we're supposed to get it. If that makes sense. Where is this one? I'm gonna get on the fast travel rail. Okay. Fast travel rail was the correct solution. We definitely fought that tower before. Shark's back. I feel like we've fought this shark. I don't actually know if, like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, there's any kind of proper tracking on which big enemies you've fought. I should probably check that. Okay, yes, we have fought this one. There we go. Hello? I'm not crazy, right? This thing... The red cow? The red work in their favor? Okay, whatever. See, I think the problem there is that there technically is a Sonic Riders 3, and that's the reason there's not more of them. Because they made a Sonic Riders game for the Kinect. It exists. That's one of those cases where characters are portrayed inconsistently. Okay, I don't want to go that way. I want to figure out how to get up there. Ugh. It feels like that should lead there. But as far as I could tell, it does not. Yeah, it goes forward, not up. And this goes that way. That's definitely not gonna... Oops. There we go. Maybe I'm not thinking about things from the right angle. Anything that would launch me from up here? Not that I see. I'm getting much further away than this. I have a hard time believing that it's actually gonna get me there. Oh, yeah. Sonic Riders 3 is Sonic Free Riders, which is for the Kinect, and it exists. I have played very little of Sonic Riders. What I have played of it, I am not good at. But I know that the prevailing opinion is that Free Riders is not good. Ugh. And it's not like there's just not... Oh, there's a little guy. Yeah. Oh, this is different. This is not the correct direction. This might be... This is looking promising. Never mind. Did not go in the direction I wanted it to. Did, in fact, take me further away from the thing again. I mean, this thing exists, but I've definitely fought this thing. Yeah. This one metal is really bothering me. Because notice that we're missing any fast travel points. There's so much stuff up here. There's no reasonable way that I'm going to get all the way up there without something. For the life of me, I cannot figure out what that something is. Oh, right, that was an emerald fault. Okay, that gets me up one level of cliff. There does not appear to be a direct way up on this side of things. That's fun. Can I... Nice. Okay. We achieved further elevation. There's so much desert. astronomical amount of desert. Nice. We must not have done too much here. Hello? Well, on the ground level again. Orbs. Okay. So there's a puzzle here. The question is, how do orb? Not like that. The orbs have different shapes on them. Oh, is that a crane? Ah. Okay. I'm not powerful enough to orb. That wasn't quite what I was going for. Hooray. Let's go find a way to do this thing, he said, running off and doing several other things. This seems important. Orb. Orb. I am powerful enough to orb in that way. Okay, so where are we? Kind of in this middle section. So I'm not too far off track from where I wanted to be. He said, coping. I should make sure I don't drown, 'cause that's happened before. This is not clean water. Do not drink it. Whoa! What was going on there? Okay. I have determined what was going on there. Oh, okay. No! Well, I took out that light. There we go. Okay, I did this already. But we can do it again, because it's fun. Right, that's what led us to Orb. I guess the lasers are on a timer? But, like, why? What fresh nonsense is that? I seem to be getting further away from the thing that I was initially trying to do. Okay, I've been here. Yes, I vaguely remember this. There we go. Oh, I remember this as well. Bonk. Ooh. Oh, that's the one that I just activated. Ah, this also takes me to Orb. So Orb is clearly important. This is actually going in a direction that I want to go. No, that is not a box I can break. Oh, that was not how I expected that to go. Ran into a cactus. Oh, that's the Emerald Vault, and we're going down here. I think I got him. Maybe there's something up here? Oops. Yeah, we've done this one like a bajillion times. Not interested. There's a balloon up there. Wait, there's a little dude. Let's get the little dude. This is the kind of thing that would be easier if the game had better draw distance. It generally doesn't bother me, but I get it. Oh? Oh man, we did it. Hooray! Okay, let's clean up the handful of other things in this area. That way we can stop coming back here. Okay, we've got a rainbow ring. Connects over here, by the looks of it. Ah, rainbow spring. Or sparkly spring. Whatever. Sparkly thing that launches far. Nice. Coming from... Something's gotta launch from down there. Here we go. Not happening. No. Okay, got a couple more over here. And I think that'll finally be it for this part of this island. I'm shocked we haven't gotten this one. Okay, I'm slightly less shocked now. There we go. Now, last one. Is that just... Yep. Okay. That is everything south of these mountains done. Is there nothing in here? Maybe this is where the Titan fight's gonna be. Though, there's clearly more up here. So, who knows? I think I am gonna go ahead and call it, though. I am hungry again, and should take care of that. But thank you very much for watching. We'll get back to this in a couple of days. And hopefully, fingers crossed, more Mario RPG next week, Saturday. So, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Later.